This is the third revocation for the etherical contract removal for media systems. I call to all spiritual contracts that exist within my past, present and future being selves in existence in this dimension and time stream. All time streams above and below the Earth's centric sine wave of coexistence at this exact moment in the ever-present coexisting moment. I summon all DNA lineage ancestors to create a unified, proper spiritual court of equity, so I may find remedy and resolve with all contracts that have been inserted in fine print during the pre-birth and birth processes. I call forth the proper spiritual court of equity to hear my decree of contract removal. I revoke all spiritual contracts with earth-based media systems using domination and control as a means of energy harvesting, fear integration or reality manipulation with energetic propaganda technologies. I call forth all ancestors of all soul relations to hold space in this proper spiritual soul of equity. I call to Mother Earth and all her life forms with all inner and outer space to come forward and occupy the spiritual court of equality. Great mystery is the source of all power. I call to you, come with your sacred synchronicities, so all beings may hold space with unity consciousness. I hereby revoke all spiritual contracts with all media personalities that do not have the use of their free will and full knowledge of their DNA ancestry. I hereby revoke all spiritual contracts with all media agencies, corporations and media-based family crests. I hereby revoke all spiritual contracts, assumptions, presumptions and statistical models that predict my habit patterns that use the commercial advertising intertwined with the system of domination and control. I do not consent to etheric broadcasting over public airwaves, television, internet, radio, or any other means or method that propagate propaganda for mass consumption. I do not consent to predictive modelling by either etheric or commercial means. I hereby revoke all generational teachers of false information. I revoke all contracts with the Sacred Geometry satellite broadcasting system. I revoke all contracts with the etheric artificial intelligence that use Sacred Geometry satellite systems as a means to hijack my information stream. I hereby demand the instant removal of all broadcast-based psychic parasites and their propagation and harvesting system that creates herds of psychic parasites. I revoke all contracts that use my life force as a false form of consent for the propagation and spreading of psychic parasites within all my DNA soul relations. I hereby revoke all soul contracts that grant the media the power to last beyond one generation of history. I demand all rights of generational knowledge be returned to the soul family structure. I demand the return of our history in a complete and transparent manner, so there will never be any more secrets from our people. I hereby revoke all rights, duties and responsibilities and current actions about media personalities. Your services are no longer needed. I revoke all privileges that grant the media families any power over my soul contracts, soul families or soul-based migration patterns. I revoke all rights to any media system based in domination and control from ever returning within my soul family structure for all past, present and future lives. I hereby demand the instant cessation and removal of all false information from all media. I hereby demand that any and all future distribution of information over all forms of media absolutely embodies truth, integrity and transparency. I hereby declare that Mother Earth is now in dominion with me for our local and mass media information exchange systems. I call forth all the ancestors to honour this reading of my free will and enter into the earth a Akashic record for all sentient beings to understand that our freedom comes with the use of our free will at all times.